Hello, this is Francisco Cribari. Today I want to talk about street photography, most particularly about my main interest in street photography. My main subject of interest is urban solitude, is loneliness, and one of my main influences come not from a photographer but from a painter, and that's what I want to show you today. Let me show you. That's the painter here. That's Edward Hopper. And if you look carefully at his paintings, you're going to notice that solitude was a very important subject for him. Of course, the context is very different from that of my street photography, but solitude is solitude. It's universal. And he also uses colors, and most of my street photos are in black and white, but that's secondary. Let me show you some of his paintings, and and then oops, you can see that solitude was an important subject for him as well. His paintings are amazing. They speak to me. Somehow I relate to them, not just for the fact that he depicts solitude, human solitude, but for everything, for the colors, for the way he composes the images, for the emotional content, for the way that he represents melancholy and social norms, social behavior. And let me show you here. This is one of my favorite ones. And a lot of green in his images. Look at this one. That's amazing. The colors, the emotional content, the light. Notice the shadow on her face. That's amazing. This one as well. The way he uses similar colors. Let me see here. That one. Here he uses red and green, which are complementary colors, and orange and red as well, which are somewhat similar colors. And that's the thing with art. Art is supposed to speak to you, to touch you, to make you feel things. And that's what his paintings do to me. Look at that one. That's amazing. His psychological insights. Look at that one. That's highly non obvious. And the main goal of an artist and the main goal of a photographer as well is being non obvious. The problem with many artists and with many photographers is that they try too hard to be non obvious. And because of that, they become obvious. Look at that. That's amazing. And look at this one. Look at the textures on the wall, the colors, the light. the brush strokes, and people going about their daily lives, the small things in life, and just look at the colors, the composition. Her face is almost in the rule of thirds here, and I learn a lot by staring at his images. Look at that, that's amazing. Look at the emotional content, the colors, the composition, the rule of thirds here for her face. So I have many photographers, many painters, many writers, many poets that inspire me. One of the poets is Walt Whitman. But when it comes to painters, there are many painters that I absolutely adore, but the one that I can relate to my street photography is Edward Hopper. So if you are not familiar with his work, I recommend that you look him up and look at his paintings very carefully, very peacefully, and very calmly. And you are going to get a lot of insight about the human condition, about social norms, about how people interact, and ultimately about human solitude. That's what I explore in my street photography. So thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful, somehow useful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna leave a link to my webpage in the show notes. Okay, so if you want, you can visit my webpage and take a look at my images. Thank you. Bye.